A little golden retriever clumsily escaped from his cage, unexpectedly detained in a cardboard box. It didn't go far, and was found by two dog handlers. Then he was locked in a car, in the heat of the day. The car was like a big oven. The little guy was dying from the heat. Just as he was about to pass out, Ethan and his mom found him. Mom broke the window, saved him, then brought him home. And he got a new name. Bailey. Bailey had a wonderful childhood with Ethan. They played and played together. They spent their nights under the covers reading comics. Even when Bailey messed up the house, Ethan always defended him to his parents. When they came to the farm, Bailey could even chase chickens flying off the ground. They played football together. Bailey developed a knack for catching the ball in the air. And then Ethan was a senior in high school. They'd meet that wow girl at the amusement park. Bailey knew it right away. He used his unspeakable powers to bring them together. It's so important to have a smart dog. Ethan's football talent was outstanding, so he got a full scholarship to college. But the jealousy of his classmates led to an accidental fire. Bailey found it in time to wake the family, but Ethan broke his leg while escaping. Losing hope, Ethan gave up on himself. He even broke up with his girlfriend. With the encouragement of his grandfather, Ethan began to plan his life. The day he left, Bailey chased him far away with the football they used to play with. He didn't understand. If Ethan loved being with him, why he had to leave. In Bailey's world, life was meaningless without Ethan. As he watched Ethan's car go away, he finally let it go. Gradually, Bailey began to stop enjoying playing football. Instead, he fit right in with Grandpa Ethan's slower pace of life. He was always tired. He didn't even bother to pick on the donkeys in the meadow. That day, lying on the observation deck, Bailey couldn't get up anymore. He knew his life had come to an end. He saw Ethan, seeing the tears of his family. He felt guilty, because he no longer had the strength to make them laugh. When Bailey opened his eyes again, he became a police dog. The officer next to him looked a little more serious. They have to do a lot of training every day. The best combinations are always rewarded with prizes, but the officers seldom smile. Every night the officer looks very sad. There used to be a woman living in this room. Bailey could smell it. Whenever it was time, he always stayed by his owner's side. During a mission, Bailey was shot and wounded trying to save his master. He lay in the officer's arms. Once again, he saw the tears of sadness. He closed his eyes and ended his heroic life. At this time, Bailey became a corgi, short legs and hated sports, and never knew where his tail was. He was adopted by a kind girl. She took him wherever she went. Bailey always knew what the girl wanted to eat. They ate chips, pizza, and ice cream together. In the midst of their happiness, Bailey felt the girl's loneliness. She longed for a sweet love of her own. One day, the girl met the other half of her life in the park, and Bailey had a crush on a dog many times his size. Playing matchmaker has always been Bailey's specialty. Two people, two dogs, finally living together, and they lived happily ever after. And the days went by. Bailey's life has come to an end once again. He had spent his life bringing joy to his master. Once again, his mission was accomplished. Opening his eyes again, Bailey saw a girl. This was his master in this life. But not everyone in the world likes dogs. The girl took Bailey home, but her boyfriend was against it. Bailey was confined to the yard. A chain around his neck restricted his freedom. He was chained up for years, though Bailey kept a watchful eye over them. But in the end, he was abandoned. Bailey watched the truck go by. He decided to find Ethan in this life. He walked through the park, across the woods, ran into the fields, searching slowly for the smell he remembered. When he came to a farm, he saw Ethan in his twilight years. He ran happily, but Ethan didn't recognize him. After all, after several lifetimes, Bailey wasn't what he used to be. He gave Bailey something to eat and sent him to the shelter, and Ethan couldn't sleep at night. He began to regret what he had done during the day. The next day, he came to the shelter and took Bailey back. Bailey sensed Ethan's loneliness. He decided to find Ethan's ex-girlfriend Hannah. Years passed. Hannah had already become a grandmother, but there was always a place in her heart for Ethan. They finally got back together. Bailey was still trying to find a way to remind Ethan of himself. He found the football they used to play. Just as Bailey made the leaping catch, Ethan couldn't believe his eyes. He tentatively called out the nickname he used to have, and he got a big response. He believed Bailey had come back for him. He touched Bailey and was speechless. An old washed-up friend. Ethan, we meet again at last.